Hey, what's up? In this video, I'm going to show you something that is really cool. It's a function that is extremely useful if you have a lot of data and you don't want to clutter up even more space on your Excel sheet. I'm first going to show you how to do it the simple way just to get the basic understanding of how this function works. But then I'm going to show you how you can really use it to get the full potential of this function. So as you can see, I've listed out the references in column G. This reference is a cell address in which your reference text is present. For example, customer support is referenced to cell C12. C12 is this column and this row, which means the reference is present in this cell right here. You can also find the reference up here where it says C12. C13 is down here, C14 is down here, and C15 is down here. So let's use the formula. You start by typing equal to indirect and you have to give the reference of that cell where you have the data present. Hit enter and you have the information that you require. We can now drag this across the rest of our cells. Now let's be honest, that was kind of lame, right? Well, here's how I would use the indirect function. Let's say we create a drop-down list, one each for salary, deduction, and bonus, so that we'll be able to select either salary, deduction, or bonus. Now the second thing I'd want to do is convert this data set into a table. I do this by pressing Ctrl T. Now the first thing that we want to do after we've created this table is to ensure the table names are properly managed. So for instance, you know that you can go into the table design section and change the table name right here. But we also can change the column names and the ranges inside of Excel. So right now, this range does not have a specific name. This cell does have a name and that is called F6. Just for your information, I can go ahead and select this cell and change this name right here to salary if I wanted to. But what I need in this case is to name an entire range. So I want to call this entire range salary. I want to call this entire range deductions, and I want to call this entire range bonus. The way I'm going to do this is go into the formula section on your ribbon and click on the name manager. Now, as you can see, I already have a few set up, but the way you would set this up is click on new, and then you can say something like designation, and then you can select the entire range that you want to call designation. Once you're done, click on OK. And now you have an entire range on your Excel table that has a specific name. Now let's go ahead and close out of the name manager. Now let's say that we want the sum, we want the average, we want the lowest value, and we want the highest value. And remember, we already have a drop-down list here. So the way we would go about doing this is use the sum formula like you normally would, but instead of selecting a specific number or a range manually, what you would go ahead and do is use the indirect formula now. And now where it says reference text, what we want to do is select this little drop-down menu that we've already created. Now watch what happens when I hit enter. We have the ref error. Now this is because this cell right now is blank. But if you want to know how to use a formula to get rid of all of these errors, I'll leave a link to a short video that I did down below so you can check it out. But now if I go and select one of the headers, it's going to give me the sum of that salary. I can do the same for average. I'm going to go ahead and select indirect, and I'm going to give reference to the header. Hit enter, and I'm going to get the average for salary right now. I can also do min, indirect, and salary, and I can do max, indirect, and salary. And now I can cycle through them as much as I like. Click here for more Excel tutorials. If you learned something new from this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Excel tutorials. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.